Hey guys, Eric.
This is Tim.
This is Vanda.
We are D&E Miniature and Board Games. Tim, what are we doing tonight?
Apparently it is called Rising Sun by Cool Mini or Not.
Another one of Eric Lang's games.
But we don't know what to say.
Well, I threw it to Tim, but he didn't tell that we were going to do the review because we played it.
We don't know what to say.
Well, I didn't know that's what you were, getting at.
You know, sometimes...
I answered the question that you gave me.
You still mad about the coins?
No.
Alright.
Because you're mad about the coin. I wasn't.
I'm really mad about the coins.
I'm not mad
What?
about
The coin. Oh my God.
my fault to get
Let's try this again. We have everything in front of us. They can see it.
Okay.
So it means we played it. So after we play, what do we do?
Complain about it.
And then we review it. And we complain while we review.
We fight. We fight and we fight.
So, hey, most of you guys have seen our reviews. You know, we grade on a 1 to 5 with 3 being average. Tim, you always take graphics and artwork. Roll with it because you love CMON's graphics and artworks. I know you do.
Yeah, I mean, this one's no different. It's freaking excellent art. I love the board, love the book, the cards, everything. Great, 5 across the board.
Because what is there not to like? My mind is made up as soon as we unbox it. So it's a 5 for me.
Graphics and artwork 5. I mean, CMON...
Nailed it.
It's very hard with CMON. They do an excellent job with their graphics. They put a lot of effort into it. Yes. I know. Glenda, since you're laughing at me, take a rule book.
I gave it a 4. I know we always say it, but it's a CMON rule book. They kind of, mastered the art of, laying out their rule book for people to understand it. So I give it a 4.
Tim?
It's average rule book. You got a hunting pack. Some things are easier to find than others. But, it's assured the more you look, you'll find what you're looking for.
3?
3. Yeah. Sorry, I figured everybody knows by this point.
Yeah. Rulebook for me was a 4. We were able to sit down. We were able to play going through the rulebook by making a few mistakes, having to go back, look and find out what that was. It does have a good let me grab it real
Illustration?
quick. It does have a quick start on the back, which is really nice, which you can just refer to. But reality-wise, with this one, quick start doesn't really help you very much because it's boom, 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 boom. Once you get it, you've got it.
Descriptive?
But like I said, there were a few things we had to look for, and a few things that still may not be too positive on. I've really got to look at and see about it. But, a 4.
And try to make sense of it.
Components. Tim.
Question mark.
You know what? Let me just ask this. Did any of us put less than a 5 on components?
Not me.
Tim? No. CMON components.
Straight 5.
Like we said before, they set the bar. And some of the things that we have are stretch goals. Some of them are add-ons and expansions. But for the base game with the base figures...
Which is all we use.
They're amazing.
That's all we used tonight. We didn't use any of the other stuff.
Well, we did use some of the stretch goals like this and the
one of the dumbasses picked up a clan that he couldn't use properly.
Oh, I love my clan.
It's just because I couldn't get Lucky Gods because they weren't in the card deck we had.
I'm a Koi clan and I got Koi tats. A Koi clan.
Replayability, Glenda.
I gave it a 5. okay, so we played, the three of us play this, and the potential is there. Imagine if there's more than three, four. You can have your ally or not, and so many things that can happen in this game. And for me, and probably I'm biased. I think the replayability endless, and I would play it again. So I give it a 5.
Tim?
That's my
Shocked that Glenda would say that she's biased. I never thought she was biased at all.
no.
I think it's average. It does remind me a lot of Blood Rage. Now, we haven't dove into
Explore.
it. But the whole thing is that when I played Blood Rage was kind of new and it was exciting. Well, this one, kind of the same dynamics, a few new twists. But do I think it's something that you'd want to kick out, on the weekends with your buddies? Probably not every weekend. So I gave it an average 3.
I gave it a 4. The reason I did was because even in the rule book, you have the different shrines you can have. You have the different sets of season cards you can use. And even with the expansions and the add-ons, they add on even more season cards. I believe it had a little bit higher than average replayability. I do agree with Tim on the fact that I had a lot of the same feel as Blood Rage. But then again, I also had a lot of the same feel as Dojo Kun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
The workers.
it's
The season.
I think it's a nice little mixture of those two games with the seasons, the training, the honor. To me it was I felt a little mixture of Blood Rage and Dojo Kun, but I gave replayability a 4. Fun.
I'll start out since I'm poo-pooed. I didn't have.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't have a lot of fun with the game. I did enjoy learning it and playing and everything like that. To me, though, it seems like it's overly complicated to play, and that at some points I got fairly frustrated trying to understand what certain things meant. So for me, that kind of took the fun aspect out of it, and I gave fun a 2 personally.
Glenda?
I gave it a 4. I like it. For me, it's not the fun that you giggle while you're playing. No, I like all the different components and twists and what you do. Actually, like I said, what do you call this? Workers,
Like a worker placement.
I'm kind of gearing into that. I like this. Well, not all, but this particular game, I gave it a 4 because I really enjoyed it. There's originality to it. At the same time, it didn't bore me. And for me, a game, if it bores me, that's a down. So this one, it didn't bore me. I may be just feeling good today, so I don't know. It could be a factor. But I gave it a 4. I had fun.
I gave it a 3. I was very much on the average for it. And the reason that I gave it a 3 and that I find it's kind of average fun is because, like I said, it has much of the Blood Rage feel. There are some differences with it. But they also said it was the Oriental version of Blood Rage. I mean, that's the way it was kind of sold.
Oriental.
The other reason I gave it a 3 was that it's a 3 or more player game. But with 3 players, you really... to Tim's... I got to give it to Tim. Yeah, at the start of the game, he goes, well, I don't want to be an ally with anybody. And Glenda and I looked at each other like, I'll ally with you. And it kind of shut him out for the whole game because we saw the advantage of never breaking that alliance. But I've got to give him kudos because for somebody who went it alone the whole game, what'd you lose by 10 points?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but he
10
brought all
points.
the monsters too.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't
So
buy any.
the monsters are his allies.
But
He is a monster.
Satan is always my ally.
but he also bought, if he hadn't when he trained he hadn't bought the right cards, he wouldn't have got all the bonuses for those monsters.
So that took out the points from you? That's why.
No, I'm just saying that if you've only got 3 people, I think that one person's going to get shut out, and they've really got to fight hard to get even close.
Yeah. And also, I was thinking about it as well. The combat function. The combat function, to me, with such a great amount of components, it just seems like the combat function is just kind of...
Yeah.
Well, let me say something about that.
But if like we've been saying, it's got that feel of Blood Rage.
It's
And Blood Rage is blood. Its combat is kind of
Plague
like
Inc.
that.
I mean, it's got the feel of a lot of different games. But like I said, for components like this, no dice,
Hang on.
no
Okay.
defense, no offense.
But you know what?
It's a numbers game.
You know how I always say for this kind of game, this is not your small game. Okay? This really calls for more players.
It does.
Okay? So I'm not categorizing it to a smaller game that, you know what, I'm not going to have fun with because there's not a lot of people in it. I think this game is really designed for more players, for the battle, and the randomness and the fun, comes with it. Or more people, more fun. So it's
Just like an orgy.
You can. I don't know about that, but we can't.
Really?
It's after 10. I can do it.
Yeah, it's no longer PG, right? So I guess for this massive game, your typical massive CMON game, the more the merrier.
I have to agree. I think that, and it's what I was leading into with when you had 3, it's kind of like one person getting kind of shut out of the group. But if you had 4, 5, or 6 playing this game, well, alliances would break and reform and break and reform.
This kind of
You'd be
game.
fighting over the who has the most honor, right?
Right.
You'd be fighting over that. And
Back and forth, up and down.
And like we got in that last round, and the recruit one got put out, and Tim put it out, and you and I are looking at each other, and he goes, "What?" And I'm like, well, "I ain't got any figures," and you're like, "I haven't got any figures," and Tim's like, "Really?"
Yeah, but that too.
Well, it's because mine kept dying.
But you can.
Of course,
learn them to do something
suicide.
else, right? Come on, do this, do that.
Hey,
so
even I committed suicide one battle.
You're gonna give me points for this? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Die.
The way the points is,
I'll
but
do that.
yep, it's a big game.
It's like woohoo.
Yeah.
Valhalla.
But hey, anyways, guys, Rising Sun total score for us, even with Tim's 2, which I can't hold against him because I kind of really actually wavered on it. I was at the 3, but it's the need for more players in this game.
And I'll guarantee you, though, the overall for this game is still well above average.
Of course, because the components and graphics push it up on CMON. 4.1, guys. 4.1 out of 5 for Rising Sun.
I gave it 2 points off, and that took care of it. Hey, I like it. It's my
It's her new favorite game because she won.
No, it's not. Maybe because it's Asian. I don't know. It's Japanese. I don't know. It's Shogun, Shikoku, or whatever.
Racist much?
No, it's just colorful. Okay.
Hey, 4.1, guys. Remember, CMON Expo's coming up in a couple months. We will be going. So if you're there and you see us and you want to say hi, please do. We
Please
enjoy
say
talking to our
hi.
fans. I think, last year on Sunday, that's about all we did was talk to a few of the people that were watching our channel. But we'll be there all 3 days, and there will be a few people actually with us that will have supporter on their t-shirt. Because if you'll notice, if Tim will point it out, we now have new shirts. We're getting professional, folks. You knew it was coming.
God, he's so gross.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right, Rising Sun 4.1. Remember,
Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia. That's where we do our gaming at, folks.
and we support them. As always, guys, game on.
Oh my God, game on.
You want me to sign off? Game on, folks.